Beginning of my video. Boom!
Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
Hello,
Right. Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things. It was over in a snap.
We really want it. Alright, we'll be nice.
Only you can be a Patreon.
Oh my gosh!
You don't need to follow the show to be hyped.
All right, welcome back to Boring Land. Nick here.
Jody.
She hates it every time I say that. And we are very excited today to be able to give you a very unique type of reaction. So we have a viewer. He or she does not want us to give his or her name in this video, which, is interesting, but I respect that. And this viewer sent us an email, boringreviewNation at gmail.com. It's hard for me to speak sometimes. And said that there is this song that's on YouTube called Wajah by Raafay Israr, where it just got dropped not too long ago, and asked if we would not mind reacting to it. This viewer said that this is his friend who's doing the singing, I guess, in the video. Again, does not want their name mentioned, does not want the credit given, but would like us to react to it to help it grow. And we would love to do that. I think it's awesome that we got a specific request for someone that knows someone who did the song and would like us to help grow the video. We love looking at music, we love music videos, and we love when we get the permission to do so. So for once we have the permission given to us. I love that. So we have no idea what this is about. But it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
That we get this request.
Definitely.
Tell the good folks what they should remember before we jump into it, if you please.
If you like this reaction, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you really liked it, go ahead and subscribe by hitting that little bell. And if you loved it even more, check out our Patreon page.
And I really appreciate everyone giving Jody the birthday wishes after our last video when we're recording this.
Yes.
So thank you so much for the
Thank
love.
you.
I know she appreciates that. So let's jump into this.
All right.
Wind it to the beginning.
मनाहिल बिनते अदील वल्द हुमायूं अली 50,000 हक महर में क्या आपको ये निकाह कबूल है?
Okay, so she's having second thoughts.
हमको इतना सताने की वजह क्या थी, हाथ मुझसे छुड़ाने की वजह क्या थी, जाने वाले मुझको ये तुम बता जाते, ये ख्वाहिश भी दिल की तुम मिटा जाते, छोड़ना था यूं तन्हा जो राहों में, हम सफर फिर बनाने की वजह क्या थी, हाथ मुझसे छुड़ाने की वजह क्या थी। जाने वाले मुझको ये तुम बता जाते, ये ख्वाहिश भी दिल की तुम मिटा जाते, तोड़ना था यूं जब मेरे
That or it was like
ख्वाबों
rearranged.
को
She didn't have a choice because she seemed really
मेरी पलकों पे सजाने की वजह क्या थी हाथ मुझसे छुड़ाने की वजह क्या थी
run away with him. Just
तेरे जख्मों ने मुझे तेरे जख्मों ने मुझे चैन से जीने न दिया बेवफाई ने
Oh, she
तेरी
got there fast. That must be like piano.
बर्बाद किया हमको इतना सताने की वजह क्या थी हाथ मुझसे छुड़ाने की वजह क्या थी
बेटा क्या आपको कबूल है?
कबूल है।
wish I knew what she said.
I know. So many questions there. Now that was let's talk about the music video. It definitely told a compelling enough story where we have all these questions
yeah.
and we care about it. The actors and the actor and actress did a great job of portraying how they were feeling. Beautiful actress, obviously. Obviously. But also the voice of the singer, I think his name's Raafay Israr. Beautiful voice, excellent job. It was definitely a very interesting music video. It kept my interest, but so many questions because we don't know.
I know. We don't know the words,
What
the language.
she was saying. I mean, it seemed again like you had said, maybe arranged marriage, and there's I can only imagine the kind of pressure your parents are putting on you. Like, no, this is what's going to happen. But I fell in love with someone else. We don't care about someone else. This is what's going to happen. And I thought the handmaiden was there pleading with him to come back, but you were saying, well, maybe that was the mom saying, please just go.
I think so.
That sounds interesting. What are your thoughts about?
It was like a mini movie. I mean, it was like, all right. Oh, man. Like, that is like a romance. That's like a tearjerker. And I wish we knew what she said at the end, because as much as I love when they get together at the end, because you want them to, like, you root for it the entire time, I also like the realistic endings where it doesn't happen. And so I'm interested if she did. She married this guy, and that's your realistic ending, and it stinks and it sucks, and I think I like it because of that just natural heartbreak, I mean, that a lot of people feel and go through, and I don't know. But I felt like it was a very compelling story. It was lovely done. I mean, even like you said, the song, and I wish I knew what the lyrics said. I wish I knew what she said at the end. I wish I knew what the lyrics said. But it was a really good story, and it was devastating because they were in love and they were so sweet together. And
Yeah, but I like what you said about realistic, because you have the groom that she's marrying. It sounds like she did, I do, or whatever the phrase is. And here in the States, it's I do. And it sounds like she said that because she looked so devastated. She was saying, if she said no, then they'd be like, oh. But you feel bad for the groom because he looked hopeful. He's excited. He has no idea what's going on with kind of stuff. He just wants to get married. So,
yeah,
tragic.
It is tragic. And maybe that's why people like things like that so much. It's that tragic romance.
Makes them feel better about their life.
Either or. If your life worked out well, you feel for them, you're sad, but you're grateful for what you have. But if your life didn't work out the way you wanted to, it's kind of nice because in so many stories, everybody ends up happily ever after. It's like the whole Disney, the princess marries the prince, or the poor girl gets chosen by the prince and her life's perfect. And so if life doesn't work out the way you want it, it's kind of nice to also see that other stories end up that way too. It's not just you.
But see, this brings up a good point though. And all right, so take Disney aside and fairy tales and Mother Goose or whatever. Let's take those things aside. Most romantic films that I have seen, most of the movie is tragedy. A lot of times at the end, wedding singers on the plane singing to her, or 10 Things I Hate, or not, 10 Things I Hate About You. She's not that into you. At the very end, you get that little bit of, oh, there we go. But I feel like this is the biggest disconnect between men and women when it comes to romantic films. I can appreciate because we've been watching them for a long time. I don't mind at all. Gabe can't stand him, but I understand why he can't. Because for guys, you take a stereotypical guy. We're watching action movies where, the hero is going to avenge the death of his family, and he's going to kick some butt and quite literally be able to be justified. Or not justified, but be, made whole in one way or another. With romantic films, it's just torture most of the film. And for guys, we just don't understand that. Like, where's the butt kicking at? There's no butt kicking. But for women, and this is where obviously you can speak in, I feel like it's different. I remember in science class in 10th grade, Titanic came out, and I enjoyed it. I still think it's a really, really, really good film. But there's this girl I was talking to, and I said, "Did you like Titanic?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I cried the entire time." I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry you didn't like it." She's like, "No, I loved it. I love tragedies." And I just did not understand. Why do you like tragedies? That's so sad.
Okay, so here's the thing. Not speaking for all girls, because, that's a big generalization. But we enjoy the falling in love. It's why I enjoy Jane Austen. It's why I enjoy romance novels and stuff. And I like other novels too, but you enjoy that initial falling in love, the liking the person and having them like you back, and having those just moments where you connect, and the, oh my gosh, is he gonna kiss her? Oh my gosh, does he like her? Oh my gosh, like you just get so excited for them. But if that all happened in the first 10 minutes, then the story's over. And it's like, oh, so you have to have like the little issues, the trials, and then they want you even root for them even more because now they can't be together or something's happening. And I think that's what makes Romeo and Juliet such like a famous play, and like it's just so well known, is that they can't be together and they love each other so much that they're willing to die for each other. And I think that's just ridiculous. I think that's young teenagers that are, need a little get over it kind of a thing. But who am I to say? I mean, what you do, but that's why, like, you love it and you like going through that emotional journey. And I think especially for when you're already married, as much as I love you, we love each other, we know everything about each other, and now we're experiencing new things together. But there's not that initial falling in love, that initial getting, oh my gosh, does he like me? Like, I know you like me, I need to worry if you don't like me.
But see, does
that make sense?
Yes, no, that's my exact point. For guys, it's the hero is suffering throughout. He's training. He's getting all his artillery together so he can kick some butt at the end. For the ladies, it's them falling in love, and then some stupid conflict happens, and then they kiss at the end. The kissing is the kicking butt, and it's just so interesting how diverse it is. And I'm not saying all guys are that way or all girls are that way, because that's just ridiculous.
Yes.
It never was that way. For a long time, our societies for hundreds of years made it believe that was how it was, that all guys like playing with trucks and all girls like playing with dolls. We know now that people are more honest about who they are. But I would still say the most part, I mean, the MCU is a hugely watched franchise, and I would say 80% of the viewers in the theaters are men. I mean, it's just those stereotypes are there for a reason. But it's just interesting seeing the two things: butt kicking, kissing. And does that make us guys more evil because we get gratification off the violence, and you more saintly because you get gratification off love? It's an interesting idea.
Well, and it goes back to the whole nature versus nurture, how you want to discuss and believe that, because they say with nature, not nurture, but with nature, men are generally more the, I gotta protect, I gotta take care of, and women are more the nurturing, the loving, it's all good. And I think inherently, depending on your personality, you have a little bit more or less of those. And I will say I am that generalization of a girl. I like the romances. I don't like the violence.
I like the butt kicking.
So we kind of fit that mold, except for you do enjoy some romances.
No, I do. I enjoy all of it. I just, because romances are not my forte, when I'm watching the movie, I know.
Forte is part of a sword.
I know that eventually there's going to be some argument or some conflict that comes up in the love story, and it's going to take about 35 minutes to clear up, and then they're going to be all happy. But that is a common thing in all stories. It's called the problem. Okay, every
Yeah.
story has a problem. And so that's just it. But with all that being said, we hope you enjoyed our discussion.
Yes.
But we hope you enjoyed the music video as well. Thanks so
It was
much
lovely.
for the viewer that requested it. Thanks for the permission. Who knows if that person was able to give us permission or not, but we took it as they did. And if you like this video, then go ahead and not only give us some love, but send some love Raafay Israr's way and check out any other videos that he has available. And until next time.
Goodbye.